Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is about the rumors, of course, that concern next week's announcement. We're 10 days away from having a lot of details of what's next for Windows. And of course, speculation's still going on with the name, but the name doesn't really matter, honestly, as long as it's, interesting to look at and all the things that are new in there, what's going to be to expect. One of the things that is actually more than a rumor right now is concerning the fact that we might, starting with that announcement, have two versions of Windows running together. It would seem that, and this is speculations, but speculations that many of the tech journalists have talked about in the past week, Windows 10 would still, if they give it a different name, Windows 10 would still continue to be an operating system that goes on. And there would be this other Windows, let's call it Windows 11 in this case, that could actually be a different version also going on. And at the fall, one of the things that could happen is instead of 21H2 being a big update, 21H2 would be a cumulative update again and would be just for Windows 10. And a lot of what people are talking about is that Windows 11 or whatever next Windows is happening has nothing to do with the 21H1, H2 naming system that would still continue to be on Windows 10. So that's kind of interesting because that would mean that maybe they're getting into a new direction. And some people have speculated that maybe Windows or Microsoft is finally grasping the idea that, you know what, why don't we have a specific Windows of version for consumers only? That would not be enterprise. The market is big enough for that, and definitely could be an interesting new direction for users. You know, if we look back at the beginning of Windows, and especially if you look at, in the times of Windows 95, Windows 98, those were consumer versions of Windows because a lot of the enterprise were running Windows NT at some point, and then Windows 2000, which were definitely for enterprise only. Windows 2000 was not meant for the consumer. The consumer was on Windows 98 or Windows Millennium at the time. But they then kind of merged all of that within Windows XP, which had all of these technologies merged together. And that continued after that. And then there was a Windows version, and there was that version for consumers, and that, Pro or Enterprise version for enterprise. And it continued like that for a long time. So now, are we at a point where consumers will now have their own version of Windows and enterprise continues on Windows 10, for example? That is not, it's an interesting possibility that's coming up right now and could maybe spark a brand new direction for what's coming up in the Microsoft sphere of Windows and all the things Windows. So, of course, we all know that probably, or at least part of it, next week, as the event will unfold, and it's going to be interesting to see. If you like my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.